just wife me up. Yeah, I may sound crazy, but I wanna have your baby.
Yo, people, welcome back to the Fix It Boy now here with Ari, and we have a shy individual in the building. That lame. But before I get to that, we have to say big ups to our sponsors, Ethiopia Life Herbos, or Cannabis and Culture combined for one of a kind experience. You can visit them at 10 West Kings House Road, just across from the Canadian Embassy. Also, you can follow them on Instagram at Ethiopia Life or visit their webpage at ethiopialife.com for the latest info on strains, ad, merch. This is also brought to you by Pure 24, pure natural supplements designed to enhance the body and mind. They make supplements affordable, effective, and easy to use. You can visit their website at pure24store.com. Their products ship all across the world. I don't know if you can use that promo code TheFix to get 50% off all purchases. That's promo code TheFix to get 50% off all purchases. People always say we have a shy person in the building. Yes, that is admittedly. But we're going to find out if maybe she is shy for real.
Yeah.
All of that and more. Uprising artist, recording artist, Shyann Jayne in the building.
Hi.
It's a pretty name.
Thank
for
you,
a pretty
thank
girl,
you.
But
thank you. Big up my makeup artist. But thank you so much, yeah.
Because, I mean, your name, we're not going to tell the people your right name. Should we tell them?
No.
Okay,
It's Cheyenne for the people. Yeah.
But it don't go with your name any at all. So I guess that's what I'm saying.
Actually, the Cheyenne came from my first and middle name. It's an amalgamation in a way. So if you really think about it, the first name can you at least know. And then the Jane, the thing is, when coming up with the name, and actually I want to shout out a producer for that, College Boy, because him and another guy called Javon, they're actually the reason, that I'm doing all of this, and I actually owe Shyann Jayne to them. Like without them, I'd be sitting here talking about Shyann Jayne. But so they influenced the first name, Cheyenne, and it just felt empty to me. Like when I went home, I was like, Cheyenne only. And then Jane came to mind. I don't know, just things just come to your mind. And Jane came to mind, and then I look up the definition, and it spoke about, the meaning was around someone God has shown grace to. And I really felt like the way how I came into music, the way how everything came up, it really was God's grace. So I was like, Shyann Jayne is perfect.
It's like Jane is just like the quintessential white girl name.
Well, it's gonna
Karen, but
it's gonna be a black Jamaican girl name. No, that's what you're gonna put it with. Okay, so that's what we're doing here.
It's kind of urban too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, is it that you're not shy at all? You don't think that would be a personality trait for you?
I wouldn't say I'm shy. I just would say I can be introverted, but just around people that I probably don't know too much. And I know I seem very extroverted, meeting you guys today and everything, but I'm usually outgoing with people that I know more. It's just like, if I don't really know you, I don't really know how to assess the crowd, I might come off as shy.
I mean, that's general. Like everybody. Everybody. Well, you have some people who are just social butterflies. Going
Facts. I'm not one of those, but I'm kind of in the middle, but I wouldn't call myself shy.
Nice. No. So, I mean, I was reading your bio. Obviously, that's why I know her first name.
Yeah.
But, you're... I guess your transition into music, it really is just out of the blue.
Nowhere. I agree.
Because
it's out of
you had the steps that most of us who grew up in at least a middle class family. You got to school, you passed the high school, you got to university, graduate from university, get a job. So it's like your whole as I said, coming into music is very out of the blue. So but what was it that you thought that, I can't bother with it? Because it came, you left your job this year.
Yeah.
Right? So what was the thing that you're saying, enough with the work.
This is it.
And this is what I wanted to pursue.
All right. So the thing about music, it's basically followed my life from like the beginning of time, to be honest. Like even from when I was younger, I used to just write songs for fun. And it's so funny. You would see me at 10 writing about love songs. Like, I know what love and heartbreak is. But it was just something that, I did for fun in my free time. I grew up singing in church. But, a lot of people grow up singing in church. I don't mean you're going to go into the music business. But I've just grown up around... Tattoo, but that's another conversation. But so getting older, I wasn't thinking about music seriously. As you say, I went the traditional route. You go university, you get a job, all of that. And it's so funny because when I was in the job, I was like, yeah, this is my life. This is what I'm gonna be doing. And then the funny thing is, the job that I left was a job that I prayed for. Like I prayed for it hard. And then I'd even go around telling people this is what I want to do in my life. And they're like, yeah, we hear the excitement and whatever. And it's so funny how I got the job. They actually created the position for me. Like it was just so like listen, it was a miracle how everything just came together. Because it's not like I was even forcing it where I was working. I was just telling people like this is what I'm interested in, and they put the job together for me. And so you know, you pray, you get it, and when I get it, I was like, like what is this? But the thing is, it wasn't the people, I guess, and actually it wasn't even the work either, but it's just the more and more I did it, it's like the more and more it's like a realization that wait, this is not for me. I don't know if you guys ever experienced like anything like that.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it's like I go, you know, wanting to give my all, wanting to give my best, but it just always felt like this is just not for me. And of course there were the stressful days because I was working with the exec team of a really popular company. I don't want to call up the name and load them up too much right now, but so it was, you know, more than a 9 to 5. And it got to the place where I got so stressed that I would turn to music for, you know, an outlet. And what I used to do when I was younger, which is writing the songs, I would just go on YouTube. You know, people just post rhythm and, you know. So I go on YouTube, pick a beat. It can be any genre, and I just sit down and write. And that was my fun time. And I'd record it on my phone and say, yeah, hit song in my head. But that was just hobby. Yeah. And then one day, a friend of mine, Javon, he had heard. So just to stick up in, there was some time long ago, I have a friend who was dabbling in music production, and he asked me to write and record a song. I wrote and recorded it, and I just kept the song with me always. Not really to say music. Yeah. So, and maybe that was even God trying to show me the shreps. But anyways, so my friend Javon got a hold of that song, and he knows College Boy. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's on that Lali rhythm floating that's going around now. And so he was like to College, and I know this girl, she can really sing. And all this is going on, and I have no clue. I'm doing my 9 to 5. And he's like, I know this girl, and she can really sing. And I'm playing the song for her. And like, she's talented. Like, you have to meet her, you have to work with her. All of that happening unbeknownst to me. And then College says, sure. And then Javon comes to me one day and say, you know, I met this guy, and tell me the full rundown. And I was like, for real? You guys are talking about my music? You know, like it just took me aback. Because as I say, I'm busy just living my work life. And I said, you know what, fine, I'll come and meet him. Because apparently he said he wanted to just meet me and see, you know, who I am and whatever. So I said, okay, let me just go and meet him. So I kid you not, I went to meet College Boy. I think I arrived at about 11 o'clock.
In the night?
No, in the day.
Okay.
I arrived 11 o'clock, and by 3 o'clock, I was leaving with a song written and recorded.
Yeah.
I was like, this is so unreal right now. So we met, we vibe. There was this rhythm that he had. It was like a dancehall soul kind of vibe. And it's so funny is because I just had a lot in me that I really needed to get out and write.
You weren't that stressed out.
Like, so when he gave me the rhythm, I was just ready to write, and we wrote and then we recorded together, and you know, it was a collaborative effort. And then by 3 o'clock, I was out of there with a song fully recorded, and that song was Keep Moving. Okay. So of course, it's not on the EP, but that was the first song I released. Keep Moving, released it last year.
So you grew up in a church, right?
Yeah.
So when you backslide?
Is it backsliding though?
He would know.
No, seriously, because when you listen to my lyrics though, it's very motivational. I mean, please don't come for me if you see me say something sexual.
Could I see me ear cuss couple F-bomb when I sang them?
No. But if you see me on stage twerking, please do not come for me.
I want to have your baby.
Right.
Yeah, man, you're fully backslide when you go them lyrics.
I roll deep. So don't come for me. Jesus and I are besties, guys. I'm not backsliding. Hello to all my church people.
Wait, you single then?
No.
Yeah, man. You're backsliding.
Hey, you mentioned her name. I'm like,
but no, the thing is,
from a stop go church, you're known as a backslider.
The thing is, people know you, and growing up in the church, I sang in church. Like I was one of those that doing solos in church, where people just know me as a girl that sings solos and whatever, big on the choir. So people know me from then. So all of them seeing me right now.
Yeah, so what's the response like? What's the response?
Them should not watch this hour.
More than likely they will. But the response has been awesome from the people who are still friends and will see me on Instagram or whatever. The response has been awesome, especially since they know I can sing and they know it's a passion. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you're pursuing this. A lot of them say you should have this a long time. I don't know what you were doing in 9 to 5.
Wow.
So it's been nothing but positive.
How old are you, by
the work when they create the job for you and everything, like were they supportive of you exiting? I'm sure they were upset. I would be.
That was something else. All right. So the funny thing is, I'm just seeing how much I can unpack, without revealing too much. So the thing is, there's a key head person, right? And she and I became really good friends because it's like she was my mentor. Like informally, she was really a mentor throughout the whole process. And just everything I learned, I can see how she's connected into it. Whether it's sending me for training, connecting with the right people, pushing me into things because she would see greatness in me that I didn't really see at the time for that space. And so, me moving into that role was even closer to, the exec team and, strategy was what I was in. And so, her perception of my future would be that's what I'm going to do. Corporate, exactly. That's the track, So bringing this up to her, it's so funny because I remember the phone call because I wanted it to be a meeting, but she was away on a meeting and I didn't want to wait till she come back because I wanted to give them a bag of time to try and find a replacement for me. So, I mean, just having the conversation with her, it was, let me, I don't know how to explain it because at one point she's encouraging me because she's that nice. But in the other, on the other side, she's like, you can hear the sorrow in her. Like it wasn't just, a good employee leaving. In her head, it's like a mentee leaving.
Her daughter.
It's funny because people would see me in that light with her. So it was like, my daughter leaving the company and whatever. But we're still cool. We're still, she's very much abreast of all that I'm doing with the music. Actually, when I sent running to her because the EP, I think the EP had just come out and I was telling her about it. And of course, I had to send her a song free. I'm not going to tell her to go on sign up for a streaming site so I can get some coins, girl.
Why not?
No. So I sent her running and she was just so excited. She's like, oh my gosh, you actually sound good. Because the thing is, music wasn't really known to the corporate side. She's like, oh my gosh, you actually sound so good. You're going to be so successful, whatever. So she's very supportive. Nice. But I know when I was leaving, she was sad. Difficult. She was sad. Other people were sad. It was a lot of sadness. But at the same time, they were supportive. So it was like in the middle for them. Get right. Yeah. So it's like a bittersweet leaving. But I'm still good with all of them. They've all been supportive. Good.
Okay, but I ask your age.
Young.
Like how young?
I like to be mysterious with a couple of things. So when I get my Wikipedia page, when we read Wikipedia, it will be there. No. We'll be truthful. So when my Wikipedia page come in, you get to know more and more stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, put it at 26.
Isn't it 21? Are we forever
26
21?
Or like when you're over 30, then put it at 26. When you're about 26, then put it at 21.
It's forever 21 though.
Okay.
That's what I know of.
Say about 26.
Forever 21.
Okay, there we go. And when you left Immaculate?
Don't answer that. Tim, I go work.
I was gonna find a way. I was gonna find one of those diplomatic answers. You answer, but you don't really answer. Yeah.
You're really tall. You used to play netball?
No, it's so funny with my 5'9", because I'm 5'9", guys. With that, I did nothing. So I did like I used to do a lot of stuff like dancing, join different clubs. I even did swimming. But let me tell you what happened. Because of my height, there's this basketball coach that told me to come try out for the team. But I was so bad. He was like,
It's
I'm not tall for him. He's like, you're tall, but you're tall for nothing. I think my tall,
You're tall for nothing.
tall for nothing. Like, it's like, what was the purpose? What was God going for?
A model.
So yeah, so that's where it has come out, and especially in recent days, doing a bit more modeling stuff. Yeah, that's where it has come
that's
out.
obvious. I saw your height, and I wasn't even thinking anything athletic. I'm thinking beauty, because you're a beautiful girl.
Thank you.
Model-esque, you would say.
Yeah.
You're far from Portmore?
Go again?
You're far from Portmore, right?
I live in Portmore.
Oh, okay. Which part?
Caribbean Estate.
Ah.
I say that boldly because, security, so nobody can just come pop up on the gate. So yeah, Caribbean Estate.
I probably you're able to live there courtesy of the job that you left though.
Yeah, but other things that I won't get into.
Okay.
We have a good supportive network.
That seems so
sound like
mysterious.
no, that is, and that does sound like man to me.
You can put that man, but people know what it is. I have a good supportive network, and I thank that network.
A supportive
God
network.
God is good.
Yo, enough girl are thief that style. About supportive network.
Facts.
God is good. I mean, when God just bless you, are you gonna say no? You're not gonna say no.
This is right.
So your EP, Fight For You, 5 songs, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And you describe your song or your sound as like Jamaican pop.
In a
Reggae
way, yeah,
pop
because it has the pop in it.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm assuming that's exactly what you're going for, because you don't think that you'd fit into what stereotypically is a dancehall or the dancehall song just so we know.
Definitely not, to be honest.
And what you think is that, like, just describe
just my personality. Like, I'm not gonna give you a spice, and if I did, it would not be authentic. And you're gonna say eventually say this is not authentic. So I definitely wanted to create music that more coincides with who I am, and the influences I've had. Not saying I don't listen to dancehall, but I'm influenced by a lot of things. So I wanted to explore that with my music. So starting out, you would hear the pop, and starting out, it was supposed to be more dancehall soul. That's where the Keep Moving came from. I'm working with College Boy. But College Boy actually put me on to this other producer. His name is White Blacks. Pick up yourself. And in listening to his rhythms, I would hear stuff with a pop flavor in it. And actually, he used to live, White Blacks is actually a white guy, guys. He used to live in Jamaica, but trust me, the only thing that make you know him white is him skin color.
Okay.
Yeah, because trust me, he's like a real Jamaican. So
like
I'm used to live here.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, so I'm used to live here, now lives abroad, and so I think all of those influences comes into the rhythms that him built, and so I could hear that pop influence, and those were the type of things that I was attracted to. So that's what I wrote for this EP. But I definitely want to explore other things. Afrobeat is cool right now, but at the same time there are really cool rhythms that I want to work on. So I definitely want to explore, but I doubt you'll get a raunchy straight dancehall from me.
You feel like you found yourself, like you found your sound and yourself as an artist, yeah?
I think I found most of it, but I think there's still more to explore within. Definitely seeing that.
So that's what I got from listening to the EP, like you're still trying to find your sound.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Call Me song, I like it because I think that's exactly the vibe of it too. It sounds Jamaican, but the marketability where it can go beyond the genre of reggae and dancehall, I think that's the key or I guess I'm hoping that's what you're aiming for.
Yeah, that is what I'm aiming for. And as I tell you, the beats would speak to me, and so I say, okay, I really want to do for this one with the pop vibe. And it's funny though, because you had mentioned earlier about Call Me being about a guy and whatever, but I'm just going to share a little tidbits, with fans. You hear it here first. So with Call Me, that was actually a time that I felt like, because for me, I feel like I have a close relationship with God, and I feel like I'm led, like I'm a spiritual person. Not like deep spiritual, but like spiritual. And I feel like
we know we listen to.
And I feel led by him a lot. And during that time, I just really didn't feel like he was talking to me. And I remember that night, I just couldn't go to my bed, and I felt like I had to write a song that night, right? It wasn't in my plans. After work, I'm tired, ready to go to my bed, but I just like I couldn't sleep until I created something. And then I went through the rhythms from White Blacks. That rhythm came up, and in the space I was listening to the song, the first line that came up, do bag it up when you gonna call. Because for me, that's how I was feeling, like, God, when you gonna call me? And so the song was built around that. So if you hear the lyrics, they're about intimacy with the person. And yeah, you would say it's intimacy with a guy, but I was really speaking to God, like, I want that closeness and everything. When you gonna call me? He's called deep. Though. He's called since.
For real, cause that deep though, like for real.
For real. Because the thing about me, like even from when I was young, I would get like dreams and stuff, and so I really feel this close relationship where God always speaks to me or guide me in some way. Like even the job was created for me. Like some stuff just come together and you're like, this is God speaking. And I'm not saying I'm special, like it's a prophet kind of thing, you know? I'm just saying where I feel like he directs me in certain ways and I can hear what he's, you know, where he's leading.
So you think that you even taking this journey, it was his direction?
Listen, I had dreams about this before the College Boy incident. Like, so before Javon was sharing my music, I had dreams about singing. And like you just knock it off, you know, I just having a dream. But it's like looking back, I can see where everything was leading into this being my new season.
So what has been like the biggest obstacle for you so far?
Biggest obstacle?
Doing music?
I guess just to get more on the promoting side. Because it was quite easy to get connected with creatives, right? But just to make the right connections so you can get your music out there. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, I don't have a manager right now, but I have a publicist that doing her thing. She's the one that made the link. So big up yourself, Tam. But yeah, to me, that's the biggest obstacle, just getting your music out there.
Cool.
So, I mean, even to doing songs and writing, and you're not working exclusively with College Boy. So there's hope to expand the sound, expand you, Shyann Jayne, as an artist, and to do other things.
Yeah. And the one thing I do love is meeting the different creatives. So I love working with a person and hearing what they bring to the table, and you know what both of us sound like together. Because they'll bring their rhythm, and then I'll bring my lyrics and melody, and then we'll put it all together, mix and everything. You hear the final product. So I really love that. So I'm open to working with people.
And I mean, even just crafting your distinct sound, is that something that you're willing to do, to find other persons who can, I mean, other creatives, producers, music executive that can help craft the sound? That's something that you're open to, right?
Yeah, definitely. Because the thing is, I'm all about great music, you know. At the end of the day, I'm doing this because of my love for the art and because I believe that I have something to share with the world. So I'm definitely open to creating new things and fine-tuning the sound.
Are you scared?
Scared of what exactly?
Doing this. Are you scared? Like, I don't want to say scared of failure, but are you scared?
No, not in that way that you're putting it. To be honest, I'm just happy I get to create music. I'm just happy to be here, even to talk to you about the new EP, meeting the new persons, being in the industry. Like, for me, it's more exciting than scary. Yeah, I think the only part I would say scared of, if I had to pick something, is being on such a public level, you know, going from someone with a private life and liking the private life to having to open up yourself so much to people, sharing thoughts like, oh, I feel like God talks to me, you know, like stuff like that. Like to go so deep and open up, I think that's the scariest part for me.
Yeah, because I'm soon ask you, who are your man?
Yeah, and the thing is, they criticize. Right? And the thing is, and the answer is no.
Pick up, so she inadvertently asked her.
The answer is no, guys. But he's awesome. So big him up wherever I'm there. But yeah, the whole thing about it is, there's one thing to be public, but there's another thing where people are just mean. Like, I just realized trolls just be trolling for no reason. And so
you can find some people say you're ugly, you know. I like objectively you're not.
Right? So it's like you have to be a very strong person within. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm opening up myself to the critiques.
So you've gotten criticism before from trolls?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not that. But everybody has been, even people I don't know who finding out about me. I'm at the good point.
Yeah.
I realize the trolls really come with the success. It's something about seeing someone succeed that brings out trolls.
It's not even succeeding or get
weird.
success. Like success relative, but it's just connecting with people. I realize that once you connect to someone, they're gonna either they feel love or hate. Them or is maybe love, but them don't know how to share love, so them just find to hate.
That's interesting.
It's just once you connect to people, that's when they start to feel like they can say whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, bring it on.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Don't say that.
I'm ready. If you don't have trolls, you're not reaching on. So I'm ready.
I done built like Wonder Woman already, so nice.
Boy.
Speaking of like, I think we take the modeling thing like any further.
Well,
Like how the musical journey affect that, no?
I'm open to opportunities. So if modeling comes up, sure. But music is always number one. So if anything is going to impact that, it's going to impact me creating, going to impact even a deadline. It's always the music first. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I look forward to more of the music and a lot more from you. You see me seeing more of you and all these things and hear more from you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where the people can follow up on the socials.
And where they can support the music.
The new EP.
All right. So to find me on the socials, it's Shyann _Jayne on all platforms, and that's SHYANN _JAYNE. Have to spell it because I'm a bit different. To stream the EP, it's Shyann Jayne. The EP is called Fight For You, and it's on all the major streaming platforms. If you don't have access to the paid ones, you can always go over to SoundCloud. You can always go over to SoundCloud and check me out there. So yeah, and I even have a website, shyanjayne.com, if you want to hear more.
I mean, you know, you're just coming in, but everything seems to be perfectly crafted, just even from the EPK and
Thank
just
you.
everything seems to be like a coordinated thing. So is that like from your background in
Yes.
management studies, like you already have a plan on how to execute the plan?
I can be organized, but also for this whole thing, sometimes things just fall in the right place. I'm not going to even want to take credit and say, oh, I'm organized. No, some things have just been falling in the right place. And that's another thing telling me, you know what, this is the right decision. Let's pursue it hardcore.
Yeah, because even to do an EP so early in the career too, I was just like...
And so the idea behind that too was I really wanted to kind of introduce myself to the industry. So just to give you a taste of what Shyann Jayne can do. I mean, we're still developing. There's a lot of improvement to come and all of that, but I still wanted to give listeners an idea of who I am, what the vocals are like. And yeah, just saying hi, I'm Cheyenne. Welcome.
Yeah. All right, people. Shyann
Jayne.
There we go. It's a fix.
Thanks.